Hey everybody, Corey here. Now, I don't know if you guys can recognize this seat, but the last time I sat in this spot while making a video for you was back in November or December. I believe it's November when I made my very first video for mental chemistry, and that was back in 2015. And it's amazing looking back at it now. It's 4/4/2017, and right now it's 4:14 p.m. in the afternoon. It's already been about a year, close to a year and a half, and that just blows me away. And I want to talk about it's amazing how much a person can grow in such a short amount of time. You know, you see it happening all around you. You know, babies, for example, how quickly they pick up on languages and how fast they're speaking new things now. You know, it's amazing just the power that we have as human beings, and this brain, this tissue, you know, is so receptive to the thoughts that we think, you know, and every thought that we do think sets our brain cells into activity, and whatever it is that we're thinking, you know, whether it's a constructive thought, which is a thought of happiness, a thought of building something, you know, compared to a destructive thought, which is anger and hatred and jealousy, that and whatnot. You know, those are destructive energies because they destroy the person that is harboring them. You know, there's a quote that I read a while ago. It was talking about anger, and I can't remember if it was Aristotle, if it was Socrates, but he was talking about anger is a poison more harmful to the vessel which it is stored in than anything it could be exerted upon. You know, it's very interesting. We learned about emotional intelligence, you know, that the emotions are what give life and vitality to our thoughts. You know, when everyone thinks along lines of everything. You know, everyone has ideas that are brought to them, that are given to them. Everyone has ideas of things that are great and what they can do. But the thing that really separates from the person who just has the idea and the person who actually harbors that idea is an emotional connection to it. You know, they see the vision and they're able to feel the reality of that vision. You know, and this feeling of that reality is what really gets deep into their subconscious, you know, and they unconsciously begin to become that thing, you know, like that saying, going back to we become what we think about. You know, we think along a specific thing, and we think about it earnestly and sincerely, and we get emotionally involved in that. You know, that's how we really impress our subconscious mind. You know, the ant and the elephant, the conscious being the ant, the subconscious being the elephant. And it's the subconscious that we need to bring to the table whenever it is, whenever we want to try to accomplish anything. You know, and I want to talk about this community I've been involved in. It's known as Life Leadership, and I'm a Life member myself, and I've been learning a lot more, you know, a ton, and it's information that everyone, I firmly believe everyone should be a part of, because I'm really huge on personal growth and self-development, you know, and the information that we provide people, because I personally wasn't taught any of this stuff growing up. I personally wasn't taught about any of it and the importance of it in our life, you know, and ever since I got started with it, I've, you know, had a lot of changes in my life. My interactions with people have gotten better. My communication skills have gotten better. You know, my professional skills have been increasing. You know, I'm able to deal with things a lot better than I used to be able to, simply because I have the information to get it done now. You know, and it's very, very crucial that everybody knows this stuff, you know, because, you know, of course, the more we grow collectively as a consciousness, each and every single one of us, when we get together and we get better as a whole, you know, that betterment inside is it's gonna better the external world itself. You know, remember the law of cause and effect, that we are the cause of things. We're the tree. And the things that you're reaping in your life are the fruit from your tree. If you don't have really good relationships, and learn how to be a better communicator, learn the principles of having better relationships, start applying that in your life. Remember, there are definite principles to getting specific things done. Okay, we need to find out those principles and start to apply it in our life so that we could have our own life changing experiences, and then we could personally change the fruit that is on our tree. That's one of the things I'm striving for, because one of my biggest things I would love to do is to build a community myself. Who wouldn't want to build a community of people helping other people with information and knowledge, and a support system that, hey, this person needs help. What could we do to help them? And if you're a leader and you're watching this video, okay, I know you probably most likely ask that to yourself every single day. What can I do to help serve my community? What could I do to actually make a difference in this world? What could I do to be different in this world? Because remember, you have to be different first before you could actually make a difference. Because if you're not different than the majority of the people, how are you going to make a difference within that majority of people? It's yeah, there's there's a lot that everybody wants to do. There's a lot everybody wants to do. It's just learning the principles how, and that starts with, who are you going to listen to? If you want to learn more about building a sort of passive income, you're not going to go to someone who's living just off active income, because they have no idea how to build a passive income stream. There is a difference between active income and passive income. Okay, active income is, like my personal training fitness job, for example. Okay, I have to go in and I have to train people. It's a physical one-on-one thing. I'm trading my time and my labor for currency. Let's say passive income, you have a team of people and you have a business. Okay, you're a business owner. Okay, it's not employed and self-employed. It's a system owner that you own. Okay, you own a system as a business owner, and systems help create passive income, because we only have 24 hours in a day, and we only have so much energy to give to something. Okay, but when you build a system, the system works 24/7 and it never stops. Okay, and you get people involved into what you're doing, and you get people that are interested in doing the same things themselves, and how they want to go out and help people and change their life. But they know that it starts with them, that they need to change themselves. There's a story, somebody who wanted to change his town, and he tried changing his town, but nothing was working. Then he tried just with his neighborhood. Okay, he tried to change his neighborhood, it wasn't working. Then it started with his own household. Then he tried to change his household, and it wasn't working. And then he figured out that, hey, I need to change myself before I start changing anything else. So he started going within himself, and he started reading more, he started learning more, he started investing in information into his personal computer, because information leads to success. It really does. It's not always hard work. Okay, hard work is a part of it. But if you're working hard and you're not doing it the right way, working harder is not going to get you closer to the better way. Okay, you have to do it the right way. Okay, there is a right way of doing things. Okay, a definite principle to getting things done. And moving back to passive income and what it is with this system. Okay, you have a system that's continuously running 24/7. And you start building this system. Okay, you have something that you believe in, and you're trying to get this out to people. Okay, you enroll them in whatever it is that you're doing, and then you eventually find people that want to be a part of the community and to do the same thing for others. Now you've enrolled. Now you have a partner. A business partner, and then you two are working with each other's efforts, and everything that you guys do together, you're both making it for each other. With things like this, and there's no individuality and things like this. Everyone works as a team when it comes to a approach like this. Okay, because if you're not helping your team grow, if you're not helping, other people in your personal community, you're not going to get a whole lot of help out of it. Okay, so it's very important that when you really want to build something like that, you need to be able to, you need to want to help people. Okay, remember, it's a desire you must have within yourself that say, you know what, I didn't have any of this stuff when I was growing up, and ever since I started with it, I see the importance, and my closest, the people closest to me don't exactly do this. The people I know around me don't do this. Those in this town, don't exactly do things like this. Maybe some of them do, but we just haven't met them yet. But for those of you that in your immediate, and they're not doing exactly whatever it takes to keep getting better. And yeah, we all have our own aspects of what being better is, but when it comes to leadership, okay, leadership is one thing that's you can't, it's leadership is solid. When you want to be a leader in whatever it is that you're doing, you have to have a solid foundation. Okay, and that foundation has to be cultivated and developed within yourself, because that leadership comes from within you. Okay, and I want to talk a little bit about the importance of reading. I'm going to go ahead and end it right here. Why we need to read. Okay, reading is very important because it's information you're getting from people that have the fruit on the tree. For example, my financial fitness book. I've been learning a lot about my finances. And the older I get, I realize how important my finances actually are. I was part of the educated poor era. I wasn't taught why it's important to be financially fit. I wasn't taught why it was important to save my money, to budget myself. I wasn't taught about debt and how it happens. I wasn't taught about any of that. Nothing whatsoever about the economy I was taught. And I grew up, I got into, I got into debt from the things I wanted to do. I wasn't very good with my credit card, and now I got into more debt. Now I owe some more money. These are actual experiences that I've had in my life, and I'm working to this day in order just to pay off those mistakes that I had made that I wasn't educated upon. And 98% of the people out there are on that same boat. I know I'm not the only one, because every single person I know right next to me has the same issues themselves. And it's what's known as a financial matrix. Okay, and what the financial matrix is a web of debt. Okay, I'm not going to get too much into it right now because I'm still learning a whole lot about that subject. And I know that I need to keep learning and keep growing, especially when I want to impart this information out there into the world. I need to keep doing what I need to do, and hopefully this inspires you to keep doing whatever it is that you need to do, because creator, viewer, there is so much potential you have within yourself. There is so much you're able to do. Okay, in books, okay, this book was written by somebody who has a fruit on the tree. Okay, they're multi millionaires. Okay, and people who are millionaires are pretty fit in their finances. And I know if I want to be that inspiration, if I want to be that motivation for people, I also need to be fit in my finances. And likewise with you, viewer, you need to be good at whatever it is that you need to be great at whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, you need to be fit in your finances. You need to have your health in line. You need to know about your mind and how it works, and to create and cultivate an excellent mindset. All these are what it takes to become a prosperous leader. A leader, somebody who could lead somebody else. Somebody who could lead a community. Somebody who could start a movement and create something. That's, who wouldn't want to do that? Who wouldn't want to create a community of people that are helping other people grow internally? It's nothing external. We're not, it's it's no as much as I'm into health and wellness and I'm a firm believer in those health products, it's not a product like that. Okay, it's not insurance. As great as insurance is, it's not insurance. It's information. It's information that's going to be able to help that insurance agent prosper more in their life. It's information that's going to be able to help that health and wellness product giver, to expand more in their life, and not just in finances, not just in business, but in their love life, their relationship life, their marriage life, their leadership skills, their professional skills, their communication skills. All these are information that we're learning and we're going over. And one day, we know as we just keep learning and keep growing, we're going to be able to extend all that information out to others. And that is why reading books are so important, because it helps you, creator, to keep digging within yourself. Like we're continuously chipping on the character that we want to manifest, because character makes destiny. Character is destiny. Who you are as a person is going to determine what you do in the external world. Okay, and you need to start by working on yourself, because nobody wants to work with somebody that they can't work with. Adding this, I know we're already running into 16 minutes, but it doesn't matter how long you go to school, it doesn't matter the type of degree you have, it doesn't matter if you have a master's degree. If you don't have people skills, nobody is going to want to deal with you. Okay, let me say that again. If you don't have people skills, nobody is going to want to deal with you. Okay, so you're going to need to cultivate your people skills, especially when you're trying to build something. Okay, we all had that boss we never liked. Okay, we all had those ones that we did. Okay, the difference was what? How they handled people. Okay, and how they were handling with you. Okay, so with that being said, okay, reading, keep learning, keep developing yourself, because all the information that you're accumulating now, one day you're going to be able to do amazing things with it. Okay, so that being said, everybody, keep growing. Remember our daily affirmations that we are the lights of the world. Okay, you and me, and together we are going to make a difference in this world. Okay, but it starts with us. So that being said, take care.